Hi, this is Tamara Rubin, Lead Safe Mama, leadsafemama.com, and today we're testing things for lead using the Reactive Agent Home Test Kit. These items that we're testing today in these YouTube videos, and please subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't yet, are all featured in articles on the website, leadsafemama.com, tamararubin.com. So there is an article with full XRF test results for this toy on the website. And on the YouTube channel, we're going to put the link for that article in the comments and description section underneath the video, so you can see that, as well as a link to the testing products that we use and other information that serves as a background for this work that might be of interest. So the interesting thing about this is people are always asking me about vintage Tonka trucks, and this is a vintage Tonka toy. It's a dune buggy. You can find this article on the website by putting the word dune buggy or buggy into the search bar. And the paint is lead free. It's not lead contaminated paint. The issue with these toys is the wheels. These old rubber tires, and the smaller ones on little cars that have rubber tires on the older ones from the 80s and 70s and even maybe some of the early 90s, they're really chewy and kids like to chew them. My son used to pop them off and chew them all the time. So they're like gum. These are a little more, a little harder. These tires test positive for 14,300 parts per million lead. So that would be illegal if it were made today. The amount of lead that's considered illegal in an item intended for use by children made today and sold today is anything 90 parts per million or higher in the paint, glaze, or coating, and anything 100 parts per million or higher in the substrate. So because this is not a painted surface, it's a substrate, it's a rubber substrate, that'd be the 100 parts per million. And so instead of 100 parts per million, this is 14,300 parts per million lead. So what we're going to do today is we're going to see if using the home test kit works on this substrate. We know it's leaded, and here we are. We're going to shine this light. So we're shining the light. You see it's a black light. We're seeing little bits of blue fluorescence and purple and stuff. So that's just what it looks like before we spray the kit. Then we're going to spray the kit solution. And then if this detects lead, it'll change that to bright green. Wow, I've never done this before on this particular thing. What do you think of that, Abby?
Wow.
So these are lead contaminated rubber tires, and
It looks like you rolled it through green paint.
Yeah, I will be washing my hands after this, as I do with all my work. I wash my hands frequently. People ask me if I'm lead poisoned from my work, and in fact, when I was tested by a doctor, they said that I had some of the lowest lead levels they ever seen in a woman my age, born in 1969, and I'll include that link to that inquiry with the doctor on the video links as well on YouTube. So that's what this looks like. So it does work on this old, probably circa 1980s, deteriorated rubber surface of a toy to determine whether or not there's lead. It won't work on some metals like enamel paints and that sort of thing if there's lead, and we've got other videos that demonstrate that. So today we're showing, and the other day we're showing, how some lead contaminated items will test positive using the Reactive Agent Home Test Kit with the black light, and some will not, regardless of whether or not they have high levels of lead. So you can know that if you try this and it tests positive using the black light and it is bright green, then it is unsafe. But if it doesn't test positive, you can't be sure that it is safe. So it's a little bit of a trick there in terms of understanding, spraying, and if you get a negative, it doesn't necessarily mean it's definitively not safe or not. So you should look those items up. You should look those items up on my website to see if I've tested something from that brand or a similar product to know whether or not it might be safe. You can also message me on Instagram or Facebook or via the website asking about a specific product that you can't find on the website. So again, we're on YouTube, and we're trying to make sure more people follow us on YouTube, where they're not censoring the reach of our videos. So please do follow us there. It's free, and we've got almost 200 videos up there now, and there's lots of good information. And in the description of each of the YouTube videos, there's links to additional information, including the links to the test kits, and also often links to safer products. I'll put the link with safer toys in the description of this video as well. Thanks for joining us. Learn more at leadsafemama.com.